welcome to another edition of Gifted Monkey TV, all things toy and toy related. I'm your host, Jordan Preston, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at a brand new armored up version of Batman that's designed to let you put the thrash on your DC villain collection.
Respect the monkey!
And here we are, guys, keeping with the awesomeness of the promise. We are looking at the DC Collectibles Designer Series. This is all kinds of awesome. This is the Batman Thrasher Suit Batman. This guy looks really great. And let's take a look at this great box before we get into the figure. DC Collectibles is doing a limited series of Designers series. And it is based on the concept and the artwork of popular artists of DC comic books. This box looks all kinds of awesome. Look at this. Let's take a look on the back. Here we see that this designer series is based on the artwork of popular comic book artist Greg Capullo. And he did a nice run on his Batman series. And here we see all the series work right here. We see Mr. Freeze, we see Red Hood, we see his Catwoman, and we see the designer Thrasher Suit Batman. This is really great. We turn it around to the side. We got a nice view of the figure inside this box. Look at that. We get a little concept artwork of the Greg Capullo Batman art. On the other side, we get a nice thing to Thrasher Suit Batman. And on the top, Greg Capullo and DC Designer Series. Very nice. Very nice. And on the bottom, we just have a lot of indicia from DC Collectibles and DC Warner Brothers. Let's pop this puppy open and see what it really looks like. Hey guys, before we look at the actual figure, I just want to show you, since I got Batman out of the box, I want to show the inside liner of this box. Very cool. Just has some nice little motions of Mr. Freeze, the Greg Capullo Batman versions of Mr. Freeze, the Thrasher Suit Batman, the Catwoman, and the Red Hood in there. Very nice little backdrop and 75-year emblem of Batman. You realize Batman is celebrating his 75 years of being in existence. Can you believe it? 75 years. Awesome. Now let's take a look at this figure. I just want to show you the accessories that this came with, which are really no accessories. There's no batarang, there's no bat anything other than this feature, that his head, his helmet can release. And there you see the helmet release, and you get a look at Bruce Wayne inside this big honking piece of armor. This is very nice. The helmet's really nicely detailed inside with nice little grills for the mouthpiece, a nice luminous red. The red doesn't light up or anything. It's just a nice little luminous kind of a very metallic looking red paint on that. But nice details on the helmet. You see the bolts and such indentations where the helmet has been put together. Very pounded on. Very worn. Very nice. And it's just a hollowed inside like that. So that's the only accessory that this Thrasher Batman comes with, which is pretty cool actually. He didn't need it because when you got a big hunking piece of armor like that, who needs batarangs, right? So let's take a look at this actual figure. Now this figure is really awesome with its articulation. Its fingers actually move. You can move each individual finger. Now the fingers don't spread apart like that. They're kind of locked in a close position like my fingers are right here. That you can't spread them. But you can individually bend them in to form fists, to form static poses, as you see like I'm doing right now. You can bend them, and that's on the right and left hand. They both bend in like that. Give you a nice bendability. Now because of these kind of thick gauntlets he has on the Thrasher suit, it is limited to pose of articulation on his wrist. So his wrist, the hand will not fan out like so. It just stays pretty much in that locked position. It can come in a little bit into a curve, but that's about it. But these big honking gauntlets on both sides keep the wrist to limited action. You get a full rotation on Bruce Wayne's head, because we all want our figures to look like that. So you get a full rotation on his head. Head can go up a little bit and go down about that much. but it doesn't raise up. It raises just to a normal height position, limited by the back of his suit. This suit is very cumbersome, but I think this suit is more designed to be accurate to the Greg Capullo art and to look massive and cool than it is to have a lot of articulation, which is good. We'll settle for it on this. His arms raise up to about that much. You get about that much height of articulation on the arms. You get a nice rotation on the bicep. You get a nice rotation on the shoulders. Can rotate all the way full around. Get a nice little bicep swivel like that, but no bicep bend. It won't bend in or out. It just will swivel totally around like that. And that's for both arms. You get that same amount. Now you get no waist. It looks like there's a cut joint in here for the waist to turn, but I don't think this waist turned. I tried it and it didn't turn. So I know definitely you can get definite ab crunchability, go down about that much, go up about this much. You get a nice raise up on that. If you push the head back as far as it goes, you get a nice raise up on that, showing that nice detail in the ab work. And you get a nice rotation. You can turn it all the way around like that. Actually, it goes full around like that. Legs go up about this much before they start to turn out. They won't go all the way up, but they'll go up about that much before they start to turn out like that. And that's on the right and left. You do get a nice little bend. It's not a double joint, so you get a nice little bend in his leg like that. It goes back about that far. Doesn't go forward at all. It stops right at the straight point. You get a nice little swivel at the calf. And you get a little bit of movement in the foot. Ankle pivot movement in the foot. Foot will go up about that much. Down to regular position, up about that much. And that's on right and left. So like I said earlier, this suit is designed just to look cool and to be very accurate to the comic book art of Greg Capullo, which it is. Very, very accurate and very good. In fact, let's take a look at this suit in the detail. Looking at this figure, let's start off by looking at the most controversial part of this figure. A lot of people have been complaining that this doesn't look like Bruce Wayne, or even that matter doesn't look like the Greg Capullo artwork too much of Bruce Wayne inside the Batman series that Greg Capullo did the artwork for. But you know what? It's a serviceable Bruce Wayne head. It looks a little anime-ish, a little cartoonish, slightly leveled on that. But this suit is designed to be honking. In fact, I think the most way they think you have this suit would be like this. So now that we took a look at the Bruce Wayne, let's leave this mask on for a minute and take a look at the Thrasher Batman suit in all its glory. This suit is badass. Once again, I love the look on that helmet. It has that nice worn look. You can look around the suit, you see the nice big back emblem. It's bold, it's embossed, so it sticks out a little bit from the actual armored suit. You see nice rivets and bolts all in this thing, like it was really pounded out and handmade in the Batcave. Really nice. You see all the hydraulics put in very well of this. Now the bat belt that they have on this is like a hard rubber. It doesn't move at all. It's stationary, and it's actually welded into the bodies of sculpt, so it's not going to rotate or move along at all. It's right in there solid. You see another, like I said, rivets. You see on the hands as it comes down, you get a nice look at those bat gauntlets here, like you see on the regular Batman outfit, which is really kind of cool. They put that on the metal. If you look at the top, you see these nice, cool, like claw things. I guess these things that help you to pry things open, to lift things, and to actually claw your way through hard objects. Really nicely done on that. These are thick, hard plastic. Very good. They too don't move other than the rotation of the forearm, as you see. And they look really nice from all angles. I love it. Like I said, this is kind of like a nice pounded, worn looking armor approach they did on this, that somebody could actually have made this suit in a cave with tools. It's not polished, it's not pretty, it's very utilitarian. On the back we see that nice spinal type hydraulic system on the back to give them like extra lift, to be able to lift and move things. Even the back has a little slight suggestion of a bat symbol in it all the way around. I love that. Nice detail all around the work of this. Look at that. Very tight, nothing spared. There's no gaps on this guy, no space of gaps, no space of non-detail. Look at the boots. Those nice big bolts on these boots. Everything looks serviceable and usable, like it could be used on an actual suit of armor. This is really very great. Nice guy. I love the way this guy looks. Well, I hope you liked our look at our Greg Capullo DC Collectibles Designer Series Batman Thrasher Suit action figure. Just a few details on this guy. This guy is about a little over 9 inches tall. So he fits in perfect scale to be a big, honking, badass guy with your 6 and 7 inch action figures, your villains, even if you want to have him fighting Superman, because you know that Batman v Superman movie's coming out soon. And when it does, this would be a nice version to have on a variation of a theme of him fighting Superman with an armored, special armored suit. Very nice touch that they made it. Good timing for this. Now this guy's going to run you maybe anywhere from 29 bucks, between $29 and $40, depending on when you get him. And if you get him on the secondary market, it'll be more up toward the $40 range. If you buy him out of the box in a mom and pop store, probably run you anywhere from 29 to 30 bucks. But he is good. I love this guy. He is in great detail. They did a great job on him. Should you get him? I'll tell you. If you like your Batman in a regular Batman suit, the way you like to see him in his uniform and his costume as Batman, then you probably might pass on him. But if you like all things Batman, this is one of those type of figures that makes your action figure collection, particularly your Batman series collection, pop. Because of the fact that everyone knows you're going to have about 15 or 20 different suited Batman, with all the gray Batman suit, the black Batman suit, the movie version suit, the 66 version suit, the animated version suit, but they're going to be the Batman suits. But very few Batman so far have been in a big honking armored suit like that. So it's a conversation piece, and it's very well done. So it will make your collection, your Batman collection, pop. I love this guy. So yes, he's a definite must get. If you are a Batman collector, all things Batman, you gotta get this guy. He is boss. So I hope you like our look at this Batman. This guy is really, really, really fantastic. He is sick looking. I love it. Even with that, when you take the helmet off, he really looks great. So if you like what you saw today, please hit that like button below. Remember to subscribe if you want to subscribe, because we're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. I want to thank you guys. Year 2000, just at the end of 2014, we hit 1,000 subscribers. Now we're hustling our way up to 2,000. We are building something here, and I thank you guys so much for being part of it. Also join us on Facebook and on Pinterest. We have other things and other pictures you don't see here on the Gifted Monkey TV channel. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. Remember, collecting toys, even a Greg Capullo designed DC Collectibles honking ass Thrasher Suit Batman figure can be as fun as a barrel of monkeys. But respect the monkey. Play nice. Take care, guys.